Hobbes versus Locke, Authority, Liberty, and the Shaping of Governments. Thomas Hobbes and John Locke stand as towering figures of 17th-century English philosophy. Both grappled with fundamental questions of governance and human nature. Yet, writing in the shadow of England's tumultuous civil war, they arrived at strikingly different conclusions. Hobbes' magnum opus, Leviathan, lays out his vision of society and government. He believed that human nature is inherently selfish, driven by a relentless pursuit of power. This leads to a bleak state of nature. In this state of nature, life is a war of all against all. There is no morality, no justice, only a constant struggle for survival. It is a world where life is solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. To escape this brutal existence, individuals must surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign. This ruler is tasked with enforcing laws and maintaining order. Only through absolute authority can society be secured. For Hobbes, liberty is a dangerous illusion. It is a path back to the chaos of the state of nature. The sovereign must have unquestioned power to prevent society from collapsing into anarchy. Hobbes saw no room for separation of powers or checks and balances. Such divisions would only weaken the sovereign and invite conflict. There is no right to rebel against the sovereign, even if he is unjust. The primary function of government, according to Hobbes, is to ensure security. All other considerations are secondary. Only a strong, undivided power can guarantee the safety and stability of the Commonwealth. Locke presented a far more optimistic view of human nature. He argued that humans possess inherent rights to life, liberty, and property. These rights exist prior to the establishment of any government. Unlike Hobbes, Locke believed that humans are capable of reason and cooperation. In the state of nature, individuals are governed by natural law. This law dictates that no one should harm another in their life, health, liberty, or possessions. Locke argued that government should be based on the consent of the governed. People voluntarily enter into a social contract to protect their natural rights. The government's legitimacy rests on its ability to uphold these rights. The primary purpose of government, according to Locke, is to protect natural rights. It is not to impose a particular vision of the good life. The government is a trustee, holding power on behalf of the people. Locke was a strong advocate for limited government. He believed that power should be divided to prevent tyranny. This is achieved through a separation of powers among the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. Locke also argued for the right to alter or abolish government if it violates natural rights. If the government becomes tyrannical, the people have a right to revolution. This right is a safeguard against oppression. Hobbes' philosophy has been used to justify authoritarianism throughout history. His emphasis on order and security at the expense of individual liberty resonates with those who seek strong central control. His ideas provide a philosophical basis for absolute rule. Hobbes' ideas influenced absolute monarchies in Europe. Rulers used his arguments to defend their unlimited power. In later centuries, his ideas found echoes in totalitarian states. Totalitarian regimes often prioritize state power over individual rights. They emphasize the need for order and control. These regimes often draw on Hobbesian ideas to justify their actions. Locke's ideas were a major inspiration for the American and French revolutions. His emphasis on natural rights, limited government, and the right to revolution resonated with revolutionaries seeking to overthrow oppressive regimes. His writings provided a philosophical framework for these movements. Locke's principles are foundational to modern liberal democracies. Natural rights, the social contract, and the separation of powers are cornerstones of democratic governance. His ideas have shaped constitutions and legal systems worldwide. Constitutions around the world enshrine natural rights. They establish systems of checks and balances. These are all legacies of Locke's profound influence on political thought.